It never gets old. Certainly a hell of a lot better than this fuck ass game. Nicktoons Unite. What were they thinking? Hey, 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 hey. Don't worry, I'll explain the change of console in a second. Once it loads up and everything. Yeah, you got your copyright info. All right. Skip all the which actually I noticed the Bink Video logo was missing because that was on the GameCube version. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Bumpy, why are you playing the PS2 version now? Shouldn't you still be on the GameCube version? Well, I'll show you. There's one simple answer right here, right now.
This game has not yet been rated.
What cool things happen when you play these 4 Nickelodeon video games? You can unlock totally new stuff. Each game is awesome by itself, but when you play any of these 4 games in any combination, you can unlock incredible bonuses in the other games. You get new characters, new power-ups, and much, much more. Nickelodeon Cross Save, featuring all new unlockables in your favorite Nickelodeon video games.
Moo. I just love that random moo at the end. But anyways, I will show you what said cross-save bonuses are. If this thing will load. So if you were paying attention, the 3 games that you may have seen listed were Barnyard, SpongeBob's Lights Camera Pants, and Tax Great Juju Challenge. If you have a save file in one of those games, you unlock character skins. Save files in 2 of those games will unlock a concept art gallery. But if you have all 3 of the other games, you can access cheat codes. And what are these cheat codes? Infinite lives, infinite power, give all weapons, super slam. Done. Yeah, honestly, with how convoluted the game has been up to this point, I feel like I kind of needed these cheats. And I actually did replay through. I actually did replay through the entire game off camera up to where we last left off. And yeah, I gotta say, it's amazing how much more bearable this game becomes. Once you access the cheat. I was able to get through the whole thing again in 2 days. The game is so much better with cheat codes. But see, that creates a problem in and of itself because it's I shouldn't need cheat codes to enjoy a video game. Yeah, I know I sound like a hypocrite given how much time I use, given how many times I use a rewind feature in NES games and shit, but that's besides the point. Yeah, and I checked by the way. This whole cross save thing doesn't even exist in the GameCube version. It's exclusive to the PS2. And apparently this game also has a cheat code that lets you access all the levels, but as far as I know, that's complete and utter bullshit. But anyways, actually, I don't even have to replay Jimmy's Lab all over again because this is one of the main benefits of using an emulator. I have a save state. All right. So where we last left off, I think we have to go into these arenas for to gain Goddard's trust or some shit. Oh, also, by the way, I should mention, you could probably tell by the fact that this video has finale in the title, but yeah, we are finishing this game tonight, no matter what. Timmy, you are going to have to collect 5 Goddard memory tokens to convince him to trust you. If you're wondering what voice I'm doing, I know in some of the Jimmy Neutron video games, they actually have Goddard speaking, and it's Frank Welker doing the voice, who I'm pretty sure also does some of Goddard's barks. Goddard's memory tokens will be hidden around the yard. Look in and under everything. They could be anywhere. Yep. Yeah, I already watched a guide, so I have a basic gist of what I need to do. Yeah, see, those wrenches over there are Goddard's memory tokens. Which I suppose makes sense, him being a robot dog. The boy Chin Wonder. Oh, there's a wrench. There's a wrench. Thank you. I feel like there should be a sound effect indicating, indicating that I've picked up the wrenches. See, if you'll get out of my way. Thank you. The boy Chin Wonder. Nobody gives a shit. Okay. And I believe I gotta move the doghouse as well. There we go. Timmy Turner security clearance granted. Well done. You have gained Goddard's trust. Now, if memory serves correct, I think this one right over here is for SpongeBob. Water the 5 pot. You may have to fight off enemies before you can soak any water. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty standard at this point, is it not? Just gotta water the plants. Oh, you mean like sorting the mail and watering the plants? Yeah, and feeding the fish. I don't have any fish. Wait. Why am I not jumping all of a sudden? Yeah, like SpongeBob suddenly can't jump for some reason. What the fuck? God, I hope that glitch doesn't persist. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. SpongeBob just flat out refuses to jump. I mean, I don't think I really need... I mean, granted, I probably don't even need to use SpongeBob that much in the rest of the game, but... Yeah, that's another thing, too. You know, when I had the cheat codes on, I was able to cheese most of it as Danny. Ay, ay, ay. SpongeBob SquarePants security clearance. Yeah. God. SpongeBob security clearance. SpongeBob telephone bills. Have a goal. Score a goal, Mr. Squidward. Have a bull, Mr. Squidward. Oh my god, SpongeBob is still not jumping. Actually, wait, hold on. Maybe if I... Okay, yeah, there we go. That fixed it. And then, by process of elimination, Danny's right here. Use your special abilities to find them. I got that the first time, James Isaac Neutron. Why am I just now realizing that the middle name Isaac, like Isaac Neutron, why am I just now realizing that's a play on Isaac Newton? Like Newton, Neutron. Like, jeez. Clearly, I never paid attention in science class. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, again, why isn't it making like a sound to like indicate that I... Okay, I think I do need Timmy to pick up the... Except I can't pick up the car. What the hell? Wait, unless... Don't worry about the lag, guys. This is just something the emulator does. I mean, hey, the game is still very much playable. You know, which should really go without saying, considering I made it this far. Yeah, then this shit lifts up.
This is Goddard's head. The flea bot should be right behind this panel.
Ah, the flea bot. I heard this boss was like a huge pain in the ass to actually beat. You know what?
To trace the signal to Columbus's secret lab.
Do I want to put a save state
I was
here?
sure that the Fleabot was here.
R
You know what? You can afford to be wrong once in a while.
mood. Okay, yeah, there's a save state. Yeah, I'm just putting it there to be safe. Yeah, I do already know what to do here, because again, my video guide, super helpful. Though from what I'm seeing, this boss is like pretty unfair, because not only does it not take a lot of damage, but you know, it also does a lot of damage to you. Which, I mean, look, it's one thing to have attacks that do damage, you know, that's a pretty standard video game stuff, but you know, it gets to a point where it just seems rather unfair. Yeah, like even that drum right there. I had to press the square button multiple times just to get it to fucking do its job. You don't get help. Actually, you know what? This boss fight, you're going to see a perfect example of how easily I can cheese the game as Danny. I don't know, something... Yeah, you know what? Honestly, in terms of, like, controls, like, Danny is probably my favorite character in this game. He's easily the most usable. Great. Yeah, see, like... Yeah, I imagine, you know, without the cheat codes, I would be getting, like, legitimately angry at this Fleabot boss. Yeah, honestly, now I kind of regret making that save state. You know, I thought this was going to be, like, significantly more annoying to do. But, you know, it's just like Danny said, like, 2 minutes ago. You can afford to be wrong every once in a while. God, I don't know why I thought of this, but I remember the one episode of Danny Phantom where he traumatized some kid, and it was like, and then he tried to say, and then his excuse for it was like, oh, well, we have nothing to fear but fear itself. I wanted to see if the one thing I remembered from history was actually correct. That was funny. Crap. Okay, now you're just jumping all over the place. Come on. Oh, is this where it gets annoying? I mean, not quite. Not quite. You know, at the very least, I do have a platform to get on, you know, once he starts recharging. Oh, wow, I'm like... yeah, I'm like almost done. I'm almost done. Oh, God. Now you're just... Stay in one place, you piece of shit. Yeah, I can see why people hate this boss, honestly. I mean, I already saw it before, but now I really see it. Come on. Oh, oh, oh. Get on the platform. Get on the platform. Get on the platform. Uh-oh. Almost. 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 Yeah, there we go. There we go. That wasn't so bad. If only because I had the cheat codes on my side.
I've got the coordinates for Calamitous' lair. The lair is underground beneath an abandoned warehouse. It's not that far from here. We can take the hover car.
All right, this is it. Let's go stop the syndicate once and for all.
I'm just gonna save that, and yeah, we're finally gonna fight the Syndicate, and that'll be the end of the game. Now I know the Syndicate boss battle is actually a bit of a process, but I think I can manage. Save successful. Calamitous' Doomsday Lab. Things can only get better from here, am I right?
This is it, Professor. We're here to stop your doomsday machine.
And once we've stopped your evil plans, you villains are going to spend a very long time in jail.
It looks like you heroes won't quit unless we give you an, demonstration of our power.
Universal Doomsday Machine countdown initiated. Retroville destruction will commence in 5 minutes and counting. Have a nice day.
Have a nice
Once
day.
Started, it can't be stopped, you see. I never got around to finishing the, override switch.
Are you crazy? You'll destroy yourselves, too.
Oh no, Danny, I assure you, we are quite safe inside this.
Rest in peace, Martin Mole, by the way.
Even fairies couldn't save you now, Turner!
We've got to disable that doomsday machine.
What kind of amateurs do you think we are?
That's right. It won't be that easy for you. Computer, activate the, doomsday defense systems.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like through the playthrough, you have to take out the power source for each enemy, and then you gotta work on these shits over here to create a path. Well, I'm probably gonna do the purple first, because that's Vlad's color, from what it looks like. Again, don't mind the lag, you know. This is something that the emulator would be doing regardless of if I weren't recording right now. Alright, yeah. Seems pretty straightforward. Alright, almost. Fuck! Damn it. What the hell? Actually, wait, can I even walk across the line here? I cannot. What the hell? Okay, who has a clear path right now? Actually, you know what? At that point, the order might not even matter. But except it kind of seems like it does, to be honest. Alright, well, alright, I see one over here. Alright, okay, yeah, and then that creates the path. Cool. No, it's just I remember in the guide, he was using Danny's ghost power to... Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. And then we had to use the whale. And then that'll bring us right to Vlad. I'm going ghost! Oh, stop! Please! Please! Oh, is that a tornado or some shit? I feel like I saw that earlier in the game, but I can't remember where. Alright. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Alright, so they got all their... But no worries, I can always go back. I'm going ghost. Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna say right now, like, if the GameCube version had cross saves, I'd be emulating that instead. Because, you know, while PCSX2 has come a long way in the last couple years, Dolphin is still far more optimized. Oh, will you stop this? Yeah, you know, it's almost like the PS2 version is the ideal way to play the game. You know, provided you have save files of like 3 other freaking games, one of which didn't even come out until almost a full year after this did. Yeah, I gotta wonder what's up with Barnyard. Like, did it maybe have a release date earlier than August 2006 at one point? Okay, so it looks like the green is for Plankton. Okay, I do actually remember what to do here. Somewhat. Yeah, actually, no, I do remember what to do here. Yeah, see, the green is for... Yeah, and then I need SpongeBob to throw a bubble bomb over to me. Coming up! Yeah, I gotta throw the bubble bomb. And then... There we go. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go SpongeBob for this one, because Plankton is his... Yeah, since he's... You know, because Plankton is... honestly, I'm even hesitant to say enemy, because, you know, SpongeBob and Plankton are shown to be friends at times. You know, the most famous example being F is for friends who do stuff together. If you'll let me hit you, then I'll be like Will Smith at the Oscars down here in the deep blue sea. Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. This is an irrelevant joke. I still hope DreamWorks can make Madagascar 4 down here in the deep blue sea. Oh, God. Oh, okay, Plankton's got his shield. Well, actually, you know what? Plankton may have his shield back, but... Oh, fuck me. I forgot that the bad guys can shrink you. Yeah, so I gotta get back to normal size, so... Yeah, thank you. Stop. Thank you. Okay, and then I'm gonna use SpongeBob or somebody. Okay, where's Plankton? Where's Plankton? Where the fuck is Plankton? Okay, thank you, game. Yeah, just cooperate with me a little bit, please. Okay, and the yellow here is for Crocker. Or is it for Calamitous? No, I think the yellow's... Yeah, the yellow's for Crocker, and the blue is for Calamitous. What the... Are any of these gonna come back up, maybe? Can I, like, maybe... Okay, well, actually, I can't now, because I'm tiny. Let's get tiny. Yeah, I can't even do any attacks, period, because... Alright, are you gonna let me hit these shits? Oh, wait, I can. Okay. Yeah, so I was just looking for, like, the platform to be, like, lifted a little bit, if that makes any sense. Okay. So, okay, I know for a fact I'm gonna need Timmy for this, no matter what. Okay. Let me just make sure there's a clear path. Okay, there is. Okay, I'm gonna use Timmy. Stop! The boy chin wonder. Okay. Okay, and then I'm probably going to use SpongeBob to beat up Crocker. Okay, there's Crocker. There's Crocker. There's Crocker. Let me get to Crocker. Don't croc block me, game. Oh, you just fucking croc blocked me, you piece of shit. Where was that noise during the boss fight? You know, back when I was just fighting Crocker himself. Oh, wait, he's got his... Wait, does he? It doesn't look like it. Okay. Now we just need to fight... We just need to beat Calamitous. And I gotta press these bitches again. Yeah, there's Calamitous. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know for a fact I need Jimmy for this. And I need the no-brainer at that. Yeah, really, it really, all these boss fights seem like a no-brainer when you have a tutorial with you. That doesn't make them any less frustrating, but, you know. Okay, yeah, I might as well use Danny for this. I'm sorry, I just can't help but imagine Nigel Thornberry. I know, because it's like the same voice actor, but like he's doing, like Calamitous, he's like that's Tim Curry doing the same voice he does for Nigel Thornberry. Like I remember noticing that even as a kid, and I was like, that was like my first moment of like, oh cool, it's the same voice actor. Okay. Alright. Do I wish to save my... Well, yeah. I mean, I know it's the end of the game, but still, I might as well. Alright. Oh, boy. Yeah, I mean, we've just about completed Nicktoons Unite.
I don't believe it. You've defeated our defense system.
That's right. You've taught me a valuable lesson in teamwork, Professor. But the lesson ends here.
Oh, not quite, Jimmy Neutron. You may have defeated me, but the Doomsday Machine is still going to destroy Retroville, and you can't stop it.
Oh no! There are only 30 seconds left! What are we gonna do?
Come on, brain. Think, think, think!
What if I go good?
Looks like SpongeBob has an idea.
Guys,
How about what? How about what? Spit it out, SpongeBob. Say it. Don't spray it. I don't want to play any more of this shit.
But there's no time.
What are we gonna do?
What happened?
it worked!
No! I never finished the backup power supply.
Way to go, SpongeBob! It's over.
Oh, thank
You saved
God.
the day.
No, we
Professor
saved the day.
Calamitous in jail and the rest of the syndicate in your custody. I think it's time we go our separate ways. But take these neutron recallers with you. If anything like this happens again, we can work together to resolve it.
It'll only happen like 3 more times.
Visit me in Bikini Bottom anytime you like. Guess I should get going. Don't want to lose my job at the Krusty Krab.
Mr. Krabs would fire you after you saved his life?
Nah, but if I'm not there on time, he starts charging me for wasting his time. Sometimes I have to work all day just to break even, but I love working there. So long, guys.
Sounds like you're being exploited.
say goodbye? Here, Jimmy. I've got something for you. Something to remember me by. And you never know when it might come in handy.
Thanks, Danny. With this, I can figure out what those phantasmal projections really were. Vlad's not still in there, is he?
No, he's in this one. I borrowed your matter duplicator to make that copy.
But then wouldn't that just make a copy of Vlad?
It's good to see you again, Timmy, but we should probably say goodbye.
Thanks for lending me this hypercube. I'll let Crocker out once we get back to Dimsdale. Bye, Timmy. I'm missing you already.
Interesting they're still using Cindy's design from the movie.
Almost back to normal. Just one more thing to take care of. Cindy, get out of my lab!
Okay, I'll admit that final cutscene was kind of wholesome. I won't lie. Wish it was in a better game, but what are you gonna do? Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna sit through the credits because, you know what? For as much shit as I've been giving this game, as much shit as I've been giving the developers, you know, I at least want to respect the work they put into this game. You know, even if the final product really isn't that up to snuff. So, yeah. After actually just about 4 years, yeah, I started this playthrough in May 2021. Yeah, after 4 years, we've finally finished Nicktoons Unite. Oh, God. Yeah, no, this game is rough. This is rough, man. Shit, dude. You know, I was really debating whether to give this a 3 out of 10 or a 2 out of 10. But really, the only thing in the game that makes it a 2 is just that whole fucking Jimmy Neutron portion of the level. Or the game, I should say. Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say this is 2.5. Maybe closer to a 3, but... Or, yeah, maybe like 2 3/4. 2.75, you know, that kind of shit. Yeah, it's just bad. Oh God, yeah. This was, and you know, really the only thing that made it even bearable in this part is the fact that I was using cheat codes, which, you know, if you have to resort to cheat codes just to fucking get through the game, it's, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Now, I'll say this much: I have started to replay. I don't plan to do a let's play of it anytime soon, but I did start to replay a bit of Battle for Volcano Island, and already I can tell you it fixes one of the main problems I have with Unite, that being the controls. It's just a lot more fun to play already. You know, plus it has more characters. You know, it has like Patrick, Sandy, I think Sam from Danny Phantom's in it. Yeah, so it has a better selection of characters. And then Attack of the Toy Bots, you know, that's a... You know, that's the one people say is the best in the series. And Globs of Doom, I've heard mixed reports on. I have played a little bit of Globs of Doom, and it is better than Nicktoons Unite from the little bit that I've played so far. But something tells me my opinion might change. And also, I don't remember, but I think in either the Wii or PS2 version, like, there's a glitch that, like, corrupts your memory card. So I'm gonna have to look into that further. Yeah, just look at all these people here. Yeah. Really, the best thing I can say about Nicktoons Unite, you know, it feels like it was meant to be a crossover game. It feels like it was meant to be a tie-in game for an actual Nicktoons crossover special. But then that special got canceled. It got canceled late enough to where they couldn't halt development on the video game, so they just decided to release it as is. Oh, we would like to thank Butch Hartman. You think maybe he had a hand in some of the dialogue here? Because, yeah, it's pretty bad. Oh, God. Well, you know what? I'm not going to end this on a negative note. I actually have something even better in mind. Stick around, folks.
All right. Okay, I got one chance to pull this off. One chance to pull this off.
If it isn't, then I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah, complete purchase. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now let's see this.
I don't
Nowhere to
understand.
go!
I don't quite understand this. Oh, it's Hatsune Miku.
Oh, yeah, I had to do
I'll
this
accept it.
during a fucking
I
Hatsune
will
Miku
accept it.
song.
Thank you. Thank you. It is very I appreciate it a lot. Not really a Hatsune Miku fan. But you said all my mama Bill Jensen sang this. That's not true. Shut up about the front-facing baby chick!
Yes! Yes!
Anybody who talks about the front-facing baby chick is going to hell.
Are we though? Are we though?
That disgusting nonsense.
Not as disgusting as your views. God, and not as disgusting as the streamer who I was originally going to do this to. Good old Six Turkey, or Six Erican, as you may know. Originally I was going to do Six Erican for this, but then I'm like, you know what? Why even give him the time of day? And then you could argue, why even give this fuck the time of day? All right, and I'm going to close out of this. So yeah, until next time, this is Bumpy Gaming going back under the bed. And remember, there are fates worse than death, such as whatever fate destined me to play Nicktoons Unite. I guess I don't fucking know.